A dozen local volunteers with the Red Cross are already in Texas or they're on their way. Members of the local Army Corps of Engineers also in Texas ready to help. Ralph Iannotti is in the studio with that part of the story. Ralph.
Yeah, thanks very much, Susan. In advance of this powerful storm and amid predictions of rainfall in feet, not inches, some Pittsburghers are already in Texas gearing up for some support to those people affected by the floods. Operating out of a 22nd floor office in the Moorhead Federal Building downtown, the Army Corps of Engineers in Pittsburgh is now a Hurricane Harvey Emergency Operations Center. It's this office which oversees providing temporary power by putting generators in locations when and if the call comes in that they are needed.
When the power goes out from a hurricane or whatever disaster may be caused by, we're the first ones in there to install generators at critical public facilities. And critical public facilities are things like hospitals, emergency operating centers, fire departments.
Dave Bishop is the Corps' emergency power project manager. He says a preparedness team of about a dozen members from Pittsburgh is already on the ground in Texas. According to Bishop, FEMA has positioned generators at strategic locations like a San Antonio airfield, and the generators are ready to be moved out when needed and when the situation is deemed safe.
We have different folks from different agencies that work in this command center here, and one of them is the Department of Energy. So the Department of Energy is able to communicate with the local power utility companies, and when the power goes down, they can tell us what areas are without power.
I checked in all my stuff, my rain gear and everything.
And the Red Cross in Pittsburgh is already playing a role in storm response efforts. Don Wilson of Beaver Falls is one of a dozen Western Pennsylvania volunteers who have left town or are soon leaving to help in storm recovery operations.
The first flight I was on was canceled already, going into Houston. Everything into Houston is down, so they sent us in different directions.
So now you're headed to Dallas?
Yeah, I'm going into Dallas and then final destination San Antonio.
And again, what do you expect to do?
Just go out and help people, whatever they need me to do when I get there.
Now, including Pittsburgh, the Army Corps has 7 emergency response teams nationwide, while others are closer to the Gulf Coast. The Pittsburgh Power team was activated because it's not in the storm impact zone. I'm Ralph Iannotti.